1. For the best return on your money, pour your purse into your head. Here's what that really means. Invest in your education and personal growth. It pays off more than anything else. Knowledge is a lifelong asset. 2. There are 3 things extremely hard: steal a diamond and to know oneself. This quote reminds us that self-awareness is one of the most difficult and important challenges in life. It takes honesty, courage, and deep reflection. 3. Reading makes a full man, meditation a profound man, discourse a clear man. Here's what that really means. Books give knowledge, reflection deepens understanding, and conversation sharpens communication. All 3 together shape a well-rounded mind. 4. So convenient a thing to be a reasonable creature, since it enables one to find or make a reason for everything one has a mind to do. This quote reminds us that humans often justify whatever they want to do, even if it's not truly rational. Reason can be used for excuses as easily as for truth. 5. Many a man thinks he is buying pleasure when he is really selling himself to it. Here's what that really means. Chasing pleasure without limits often leads to losing freedom or integrity. What feels like gain might actually be a cost. 6. Women are books and men the readers be. This quote reminds us that people often interpret others based on their own perspective. True understanding requires care, attention, and depth, not assumptions. 7. The people heard it and approved the doctrine and immediately practiced the contrary. Here's what that really means. People often praise good advice but fail to live by it. Actions rarely match words. 8. He that lie down with dogs shall rise up with fleas. This quote reminds us that your associations shape your outcomes. If you surround yourself with trouble, you'll end up with trouble too. 9. To cease to think creatively is to cease to live. Here's what that really means. Creativity keeps the mind alive. Without it, life becomes routine, dull, and stagnant. 10. Words may show a man's wit, actions his meaning. This quote reminds us that talk is easy, but what you do shows who you truly are. Actions carry more truth than words. 11. No one cares what you know until they know that you care. Here's what that really means. People value empathy over expertise. Connection and compassion build trust before knowledge can make an impact. 12. Fools make feasts and wise men eat them. This quote reminds us that those who lack wisdom often waste resources, while the wise benefit from their mistakes. Smarts make the most of others' excess. 13. You can do anything you set your mind to. Here's what that really means. With focus, belief, and persistence, your goals are achievable. Your mindset shapes your possibilities. 14. Write to please yourself. When you write to please others, you end up pleasing no one. This quote reminds us that authenticity matters. Trying too hard to satisfy others leads to watered-down work. Create what feels true to you first. 15. You will find the key to success under the alarm clock. Here's what that really means. Success starts with discipline, often as simple as getting up early and starting the day with purpose. 16. There cannot be good living where there is not good drinking. This quote reminds us that joy, relaxation, and moderation are essential to a full life. Celebration has its place in well-being. 17. One today is worth 2 tomorrows. Here's what that really means. Taking action now is far more valuable than vague plans for later. Don't wait, today holds real power. 18. How few there are who have courage enough to own their faults or resolution enough to mend them. This quote reminds us that admitting mistakes is hard and changing is even harder. True strength lies in both. 19. Anger is never without a reason, but seldom with a good one. Here's what that really means. You may feel justified in being angry, but often that anger isn't productive. Pause and reflect before reacting. 20. Speak little, do much. This quote reminds us that real impact comes from action, not talk. Let your results speak louder than your promises. 21. Fish and visitors smell in 3 days. Here's what that really means. Even the most welcome guests can wear out their stay. Too much of anyone's presence, no matter how pleasant, can become burdensome over time. 22. Absence sharpens love, presence strengthens it. This quote reminds us that being apart can make us appreciate someone more, but true love is deepened and proven by being present and committed over time. 23. A brother may not be a friend, but a friend will always be a brother. Here's what that really means. Family doesn't guarantee closeness, but a true friend is someone who becomes family by choice and loyalty. 24. A good example is the best sermon. This quote reminds us that actions teach better than words. Living with integrity inspires others far more than lectures or advice. 25. Happiness consists more in the small conveniences of pleasures that occur every day than in great pieces of good fortune that happen but seldom to a man in the course of his life. Here's what that really means. True happiness is found in daily joys, simple, consistent comforts, not in rare, dramatic events. It's about appreciating life's small blessings. 26. All the little money that ever came into my hands was ever laid out in books. Here's what that really means. Investing in knowledge is always worthwhile. Spending money on books is not an expense, but a lifelong investment in growth and understanding. 27. A friend in need is a friend indeed. This quote reminds us that true friendship is revealed during hard times. The ones who stand by you when you're struggling are the ones who genuinely care. 28. A false friend and a shadow attend only while the sun shines. Here's what that really means. Some people will stick around only when things are going well. When trouble comes, only real friends remain. 29. When the well is dry, we know the value of water. Here's what that really means. We often don't appreciate things until they're gone. Loss teaches the value of what we once had. 30. I will speak ill of no man and speak all the good I know of everybody. This quote reminds us that choosing kindness and restraint in speech builds respect and peace. Focus on the good in others, not their flaws. 31. Reading was the only amusement I allowed myself. Here's what that really means. Reading isn't just entertainment, it's enrichment. For some, it's the most meaningful and satisfying form of leisure. 32. To lengthen thy life, lessen thy meals. This quote reminds us that moderation in eating supports a longer, healthier life. Overindulgence shortens vitality, while restraint strengthens it. 33. Fish and visitors stink in 3 days. Here's what that really means. Guests, like perishable goods, have a time limit. Even good company can become unwelcome if they overstay. 34. You only have the right to pursue happiness, you have to catch it yourself. This quote reminds us that freedom offers the opportunity for happiness, but it's up to you to go after it. No one hands it to you, it's earned through effort. Thank you for spending this moment with the Mind Shelf. Let this quote stay with you, and may your day be filled with peace and purpose. If it stirred something in you, don't let it fade. Reflect, share, and let's grow together, one thought at a time. What does this quote mean to you? Share your thoughts below. Your words might inspire someone else today. If you'd like more gentle wisdom and soulful reflections, Don't forget to subscribe and join our growing mindful community. And if you're watching this as you wind down, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and carry this wisdom into your dreams. Until next time, rest well.